All right, so here we are in John chapter 1, and we're going to cover verses 47 to 51. The background here is that Andrew has brought his brother Peter to Jesus, and Philip has brought Nathanael to Jesus. So starting at verse 47, Jesus saw Nathanael coming toward him and exclaimed, "Look, a true Israelite, in whom there is no deceit." When Jesus says this about Nathanael, as far as him being an Israelite, he's not talking about Nathanael's family line or heritage. He's pointing to his character. Nathanael was genuine, honest, and sincere, with no deceit. The Old Testament makes this clear. Isaiah 48:1 says, "Many claimed Israel's name, but not in truth." Zephaniah 3:13 describes God's true people as those who do no wrong and speak no lies. Paul picks up on the same idea. Romans 9:6-8 tells us not all who are born of Israel are truly Israel. Galatians 3:29 says if you belong to Christ, you are Abraham's seed. So being a true Israelite isn't about birthright. It's about faith and character. And in Revelation 14:5, God's last day people, the 144,000, are described the same way. In their mouth was found no guile or nor deceit. A true follower of God is someone who is real, sincere, and without deceit, just like Nathanael, just like the faithful remnant. All right, let's keep going. Nathanael asked him, "How do you know me?" Jesus replied, "Before Philip called you, when you were under the fig tree, I saw you." This means Jesus was spot on with his description, but there's something else here. The fig tree becomes a symbol of the private places in our lives, our quiet prayers, our struggles, our hidden thoughts. Just as Jesus saw Nathanael under the fig tree without him actually being present there, he sees us where we are, even in our unseen moments. So Nathanael answers him and says, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." Now, this is not something one would call a rabbi, a teacher. He's saying, "You are everything, my teacher, the Messiah, the King, my King. You are everything." But watch the reply of Jesus in this. In verse 50, Jesus said to him, "Because I told you that I saw you under the fig tree, do you believe? You will see greater things than these." You see, someone performing a miracle or telling you something about yourself, it's not the primary measure for belief. Jesus is going to follow this by giving clues about himself that are found in the scriptures. Let's go to verse 51. He continued, "I tell all of you the solemn truth." So he's not just talking to Nathanael here, he's talking to everybody. "You will see heaven open and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." Jesus is pointing to Jacob's dream found in Genesis 28, where a ladder stretched from earth to heaven with angels going up and down. Jesus is saying, "I am that ladder. I am the connection between heaven and earth. It comes all the way from the throne of heaven to right where you are." Now, why does Jesus call himself the Son of Man? This title is his favorite. He uses it more than 70 times in the Gospels, and it has a very special use in the book of Daniel. Beginning at verse 9 of Daniel 7, Daniel saw a vision of judgment in heaven. The Ancient of Days, that's God the Father, sits on his throne. The books of record are open, and it says, "Comes one like the Son of Man." That's Jesus. It says judgment is given to the saints. Some translations say that judgment is in favor of the saints. That's Daniel 7:22. You see, judgment isn't something to fear. It's the way of showing the universe that we are safe in Jesus, that evil powers will be dealt with, and that Christ is the rightful king. This means you don't face judgment alone. Jesus stands for you. He doesn't plead with the Father to love you. He shows the universe that God is already just, already merciful. He's already all-loving. Sin's penalty was paid at the cross. Its power is broken in your life, and one day its presence will be gone forever. These are profound spiritual realities that he's telling everyone. So let's tie all of this together. When Jesus spoke to Nathanael, he showed us what a true follower looks like, someone sincere, genuine, and without deceit. But he also showed us something deeper. Jesus knows us in our private moments, our prayers, our struggles, our hidden thoughts. He's not just a teacher or a miracle worker. He's the Messiah, the King, the very ladder between heaven and earth.